Hello and welcome back to Terra Invicta. We are continuing on with our conquest of China, as well as our conquest of space. We are colonizing the outer colonies right now, the outer planets deep in space. We actually have colony ships going all the way out to these weird little egg moons and, man, some other places as well. I think there's another one of these colonies in the edges, as we're trying to basically set up some space bases that the aliens can't get to. I'm trying to get some deep space mining going because we are short on a few materials, again, perpetually. But it's also because our mines are coming back online. We have two massive invasion fleets coming in. Victor 1194, I think, is heading to Mars in December of this year. 2.9K. I feel like that's gone up. And then we also have Victor 1143, 2.6K heading to Earth. That one we're a little bit more prepared with. We have a 2.7K fleet waiting for him, not to mention the space stations themselves. Out on Mars, we only have 700K. So we might want to take a little priority look at that this morning. We do have some more ships coming into Mars, but we'll have to take a look. In the meantime, the European Union is continuing to gobble up territory around it. We're working on the Netherlands and Poland currently. And Russia has lost its eastern territories to Japan. And we are just going to a war against China, which we're doing pretty well. We were taking over the eastern colonies up here, but now we are actually taking a siege on Beijing itself to try and just topple the entire government and take it over. Originally, we were going to cede all the territory over to Japan and Taiwan, but we realized we actually had to release Taiwan as a separate state. And it all just kind of seems like a lot of bric-a-brac and messing around. So I think we're just going to flip China as a whole and do it the old-fashioned way. Let's confirm our assignments. Let's take a look at our ship construction, because seeing how small my Mars fleet is, we need a lot of volatiles. Oh yeah, baby, we need a lot of volatiles. Okay. Okay. That's not good. We're going to try to maybe trade with Project Exodus, which I don't think they're going to do because we're at war. But if we can buy some volatiles off of someone, that's pretty much our only real goal right now. This ship just refueled out on Agamemnon. So let's send this lad out into the space as well. He has been exploring and colonizing various planets. I kind of want to send him to Pluto, just because poor Pluto never gets enough love. Oh, Pluto's also got a lot of moons. Oh, I didn't even look at the moons of Pluto. Wait a minute, hold up. Are any of them good? No, not really. Charon kind of is. But I'd be just as well going to Pluto if that's the case. So let's do it. We can get there in 2044. Currently, our probes are getting there in 2068. A slight difference in time. Yeah, let's cook it. I'm gonna full cook to Pluto. So we have 3 deep space exploration ships going. One's going to Pluto, one's going to Haumea, and one's going to Theris for deep colony. And honestly, we should probably build more colony ships to help them out.
Lending
but
my expertise,
making things safe for our people.
I don't know that that's gonna be occurring anytime soon. We are still doing some battling,
protecting our interests
over in Yan China, so we keep an eye on these guys as well. Amsterdam army back. There is Shenyang. So we got a couple more guys up here to try and deal with the protectorate armies, who are all actually coming down to Beijing. Yeah, he's actually doing a full retreat to Beijing right now. Z-pinch fusion reactors. I don't know that we need those. Full retreat to Beijing. We got a bonus 5% towards unity, and we are really just like gobbling up the last of this. I'll take network intrusion protocols, just because why not? We do have a bunch of Euro armies on their way up as well. Incredible. And I think we... What? Where are you right now? Outside of this crater. Do you not have the ability to colonize this planet, young man? Oh, you have to survey it first. That's why. So he's in a weird deep space asteroid sort of between Jupiter and Uranus. Between Saturn and Uranus, actually. He said the word. And meanwhile, we got a couple of these heavy fusion reactors up here now on one of our other bases. We're just going to let that keep building. All of our asteroids starting to come online, which is really nice. We just got to keep an eye on China. Who did we start as? We are the Academy. Our starting locations were Japan. And then we took a lot of, like, a couple of small one province locations down here, like South Sudan, just to spoil. And then a lot of the sort of South Asia we were also spoiling early on. But the focus was building up Japan really, really early. Which seemed to have worked pretty well for us. Those my fleets? Those are my guys, yeah. Now, okay, I've occupied it, but not entirely. Man, I've lost those guys for sure. 9%. Didn't even see that happen. 73, 67. 9%. Wow, yeah, we really slipped on that. Royal Pacific, you guys have got to get out of there at 45. It looks like all the Europeans are starting to show up now. Yes, sir. The Belgian Motorized, the Iron Division, the Division Blindé, San Marcio, the Castillejos, Fruili. These are all the Spanish, the Italians. Yeah, unfortunately, we did lose that one group. Also, unfortunately, a lot of these Europeans are actually pretty busted right now. You know what? Let's make sure that they go to a slightly different country. Tashkent is seeing an explosive growth in alien life forms. The scale of alien life forms is already a whole ecosystem in itself. Environmental agencies are concerned that its growth could spiral out of control if not addressed immediately, while xenobiologists argue that there presents a unique chance to study the alien ecosystem. Spread of xenoforms reduces, will increase. That's only 300 science. Medium amount, small amount. I'd rather just it be cut down. Ah, yes. This is the other thing we realized we could do. Is that the EDF... Can't I do orbital bombardments? I'm in an interface orbit. That's what these guys do. Orbital bombardment and nuclear strikes. Now, I know I can't necessarily orbitally bombard all of this, but... maybe I need to be in low Earth 1. Huh. I thought that my fleet would be able to just start bombing these armies. But I see now that that's maybe not the case. What guns am I bombarding with? So many. I mean, we've got plasma cannons, we've got antimatter cannons, we have laser batteries. I think there's probably some missile ships in here too. Mostly lasers, but not all weapons can bombard. Yeah, but I don't even have the option down here. Which is a bit of a goof. Bit of a goof up. So I think I'm just gonna 6.8 or 10. Let's just take the 10. We'll just head back to the station. Aliens bombing you. We're at Tiangong. Yeah, I don't want to go all the way down to Tiangong though, because it's gonna cost a lot to get out of there. Dude, these European armies are getting wrecked right now. I'm getting so are my Chinese armies. You guys aren't even fighting anything. Wow, he really pulled everybody back there. Yeah, we're taking so much from army losses. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. They are doing so much damage so quickly. Everybody is insisting on going by sea. Okay, new colony mining complexes. That's good. What else do we got? New construction modules. That's very promising. Yeah, but you got to work on these fusion reactors before anything else can be up and running here. Diomedes. So this guy does need a farm, better farm. He also needs upgraded layer defenses. So basically my entire European division has bailed. Where are you? Oh, you are actually the Pan-Asian Combine divisions. They're just going to hang out down there.
Target destroyed.
Blown up alien facilities still, which is good. Okay. I guess maybe 50% is not enough. Nice. We got our first point in Australia? Austria? Australia. I think that was Austria. All right, where is like this guy? You're at 100% not doing anything. And your other homie here is also at 100% not doing anything. So let's get both of them in. Shiitake mushrooms. You should also be attacking. Infotech. We're all on nothing but future tech here right now. Which again, I think I'm just going to put like 1 point into, but not really focus too much on them. Everything else is triple. Do I have green lasers? I think you need green lasers to bombard without collateral damage through the atmosphere. Oh. I definitely don't have that, so. Fun fact, clouds block lasers. Yeah, there are certain weapons that can bombard through atmosphere and certain weapons that cannot, so. I could put 0 points into future tech, but I mean, what, 46, 39, 52? It's not really using that much. The difference would be pretty minimal, and these are still valuable to me, so. Cannot get over how hard it is to take this place. We're deficient in volatile production. Yeah, kinda, sorta, but not really. So I have nobody in Beijing right now whatsoever. Not ideal. I'm gonna have to build more armies. I think we're gonna have to build more armies. We're gonna need them. Unless we nuke them, which I don't think we can. We could. It doesn't look like they have space lasers on Beijing. I could launch a nuke at Beijing from Tokyo. Actually, Tokyo doesn't have any nukes. That seems like an oversight. Europe has a lot of nukes. But I don't think that's a good idea. Because I want Beijing, and Beijing's got a lot of population, so. And what I want it for is the population.
I'm here.
Alright, where is everybody? You're locking down the Netherlands, which I gotta set priorities for properly. Same here in Poland. 2 points to build Exofighter? No. So you stole a point out of Austria. Yes, that is correct. I did read that correctly.
Removing our enemies.
We'll purge that next point.
Your orders? I will tell
You
our
can run a
story.
public campaign there.
Ready for my mission.
Me, right? You're going to keep going on. We're down to 4 alien structures.
Going in hot.
Where do you need me?
And alien life forms sort of all over the place.
Going in hot.
So we'll just let him keep burning that down in the meantime. Unless there is stuff to federate, which I do not believe there is. I think some of this, I think Novoberlez can actually be added to the Central Asian Union. I might be wrong on that, though. Siberia, Pan-Asian Turkey. No, I think I am wrong on that. Tashkent has alien activity, though. So I might actually want to consider sending someone over there to investigate that.
Reporting in.
Ready to go.
Standing by for orders.
Where to?
Yeah, I guess I could send you.
Ready.
11 investigations, not great, but it's better than nothing.
Setting a watch.
Are we in a 6K cash deficit? Oh, we've been in a 6K cash deficit forever, but it's just that we have so much space materials that we just sell it and go up to incredible numbers in no amount of time. 2 points into that is really nice. You are max there, max there. Security still has to go up for you. Beautiful. I love that. I don't think you need any of that other stuff right now. Stuart Ferguson, you are, I believe, maxed at 15 for security. I'm not sure why that's the case. Marked. This counselor has done something public and terrible and is the target of surveillance efforts around the globe. Whoa. Is that permanent? I did murder a lot of people with this guy. He has murdered an awful lot of people. Well, if that's the case, we'll just give him science points. Lee, you're gonna get command points to make your armies continuously better. I feel like let's also give you survivor just in case. And Jeff got a biscuits. You were getting a lot of persuasion, but to be honest, I think I also want you on command now. Turgleson, whoops. You're maxed out on persuasion. You're maxed out on admin. Let's max your espionage. You're now invisible. Investigation, I guess. Science, commands. Give him another point of investigation. Give him the Argus implants. And we should be okay there. Green is environmentally friendly. How does that even work? Click on another of your CP headers to copy and apply those settings to all the CPs you own there. Oh, really? I did not know that. So I could just do this because I'm noticing this has changed. Ooh, buddy. Buckaroo. Buddy, old pal. The little things you learn. Yeah, the orgs that say marked, yeah.
Offering assistance.
I will help them.
Being good at not using him to do that stuff, but I guess at some point I was not paying good enough attention. Jeez, those Euro armies got trashed.
Initiating recon.
All right. Okay. 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 This is all good. I guess we could do this. Get rid of nuclear weapons. Let's actually pick up counterinsurgency first, though. Okay, these guys are 100%. Why don't we move you there? You're 100%. Why don't we move you there as well? And there's another guy that's at 75%. I'm going to move him here, I guess. Boy, I am getting robbed a lot.
Prepping for next mission.
I will report when my mission is complete.
This guy's been spotted by aliens again.
I will report when my mission is complete.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
You got
Clean
another
things up.
army. Where did it spawn? The first army of the Pacific Defense League. Oh, I don't have control of it until the end of the season. End of the mission loop. The aliens are fighting the initiative outside of Fort Vesta, and they just dunked the initiative.
The people will come to our side.
Which, honestly, is not a big issue. EXP-1 has completed its scans, which means we can now build bases there. So let's do that. This guy's gotten kind of dunked up, so we're going to move him out. So you can found an outpost on this crater. We're going to upgrade the core. We're going to put in a mining complex, and we're going to put in a supply depot for now. This guy has like no juice, so we have to land him on the planet and wait for that to kick in. Our Agamemnon upgrade is done. That's tier 3. We're going to wait to upgrade that. In the meantime, we can build 2 heavy fusion reactor farms. There and there. Oh man, our volatiles is still not good. Coil gun batteries, coil cannons. I feel like coil cannons are just... Coil guns are upgraded coil cannons, and coil cannons are upgraded rail guns. It goes rail, coil cannon, coil gun battery. You know what would be really good? If they named them like coil weapon Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. I know they do like internally, but like to me, this is something that should be automatically marked as obsolete. Over the rail cannon. I just don't know that we need any of these right now. I guess we could do this nuclear weapon by 50%. Why not? The computer having nukes is not really good for us, so... Protium Nova torches? I don't know if that's valuable. Happy to find out. Pakistan has become fully servant-controlled. Inertia confinement 7. That's a good reactor for us. We have executive control of the Netherlands. Critical success on that alien attack as well. Miltech, are we on? We're on 7. Why are you dropping in so many things? At war. I suppose that does make some sense. Look, our environment, 9.99. The maximum can be improved with new technological advances. At a value of 10, the environment priority will begin removing existing greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. It worsens by a small amount in the spoils priority. Does that mean we're at 10 if we're at 9.99? Like, am I removing stuff from the atmosphere now? Current. Safe 1 year ago. Ooh, that's pretty close, though. We're only going up by, like, 0.25. .02 here in methane. Hey, this is good. I think we basically stopped global warming. We're not all the way there yet, but European Union is also at 10. Let's suck a little of that out. It will jump to 10. Takes a long time to move from 999 to 10. Okay. We'll keep an eye on it then. Get all that good suck in there. The 1st Panzer Division of Europe. Just sail a few more European boats over here to Korea.
Our associates are now in charge.
Nice. There's more of Austria. I don't suppose I'm going to get that army, am I? I really hope so. It's really hard to beat armies. 1st army. Let me just sort this guy to the top. To the top. We'll also sort you to the top, and then I guess we'll bring you down. Such a ridiculous system. Oh, at least he spawned in Seoul. That's nice. We're in Pyongyang. Corps of the Mekong. Let's get you back out there as well. 2nd Infantry. Okay, we'll put you there. Corps of Determined Victory. You can go there. These Japanese armies, European armies are healing. We have executive control of the Netherlands, which means they can now federate with the EU.
Acknowledged.
So let's do that with you.
On my way to the capital.
I'm here,
You're going to purge out the last point in Austria.
terminating the opposition.
What's the op?
Alien structures in Baghdad.
Ready for my mission.
And, ooh, Steel Project. You're just not very good at that. I'll let you just keep attacking alien life forms. Preferably in the Central Asian Union would be a great spot to get rid of those. Please and thank ya. Gotta keep cranking those environment levers, right? Between US, EU, and China, what is the strongest start? China's not really a start, is the thing. So out of those 3, I would say the EU is the strongest starting position. Because China, it takes a really long time to get into because the GDP is so high. You need to have basically nearby territories controlled before you can start making plays into China itself. Where the EU, you can take out like some other countries and then, you know, grab France. US, same sort of thing. You need to take like Canada and Mexico to be able to get into, or one or the other to really be able to get into US. Yeah, the US is really strong early on. They got a lot of nukes. They got a lot of weapons. They're good on tech. They're generally in good shape all around. But China can get a lot bigger than the US can. I don't necessarily know that there's like a better start. Because it also depends on like where the computer is and what they're doing. Now, how are we on these Mars shipyards? Not good. 25 weeks. I am wondering about these troop cruisers are broken. That's fine. I can fix those. Shield class, last patrols. I'm pretty concerned that we're going to lose Mars right now. How long does the EDF take to get to Mars? Probably an extremely long time. 31 weeks. Yeah, that flight class Titan's not going anywhere. Nor are these particle cruisers. Yeah, just a couple of these like really, really old ships. I think we're going to get hit at Mars by those fleets. I'm not really going to be able to stop them until we deal with the Earth fleets, and then I'm going to be able to go out and deal with them. But I don't know what kind of damage they're going to be able to do in the meantime. Ain't you a cold conundrum? Why are there 2 of some of your name stations? Did you build so many that you ran out of names? Do we have double ups? I mean, we have a lot of bases. I think a lot of them have very close names. But I don't think there are any double ups. Yeah, no, they're all uniquely named. Might have been interpreting something the wrong way. It's all good. It is a little confusing for sure.
Offering support.
So sorry, I do want to actually look at that ship set and say split. Who's got a lot of Milliges and a lot of Delta Vs? Troop cruisers, but they're not very useful. Actually, they have 98 strength. Those troop cruisers are a lot better than I thought they were. A lot of these ships are a lot better than I thought they were. Maybe it's easier to move who's the slow people out of here. Shield classes have very little Delta V. These guys don't have a lot of Milliges. What if I just did that? That's like 100 to 200, 3. It's about 350. It's not a lot, but I feel like every little bit counts right now. .3 weeks. Wow. Okay, you can get there in no time. All right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to transfer those guys out to Mars. They can get there before the December fleets arrive. It's at least another like 400 points. Geez, honestly, these shield class ones might also be able to get out there. If they're flying at 722. It's not a lot, but it is a lot of extra defense. December 16th of December. One second. 16th of December. You're going to Tiangong for the 22nd. 14th of December. God damn. 2.9k. I mean, they still got to get through a lot of battle stations, but yeah, it's no good then. All right. That's it. What about the last check here for something is boop, 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 MERS stations. You have 4 battle stations, so you have 1.4k, which is pretty good. Plus 800 plus 4. So 12k. 2.6. 2.6. Yeah. Okay, we might be able to get one more ship out there. Depends on whether or not I can get my volatiles up online. What do you mean confusing? This is a super simple game, just the easiest. It's not complex at all. Very straightforward, honestly. Okay, we are occupying a bunch of zones. None of them are Beijing, but also the computer is not getting out of Beijing. I don't know what happened with that other army. He took control of it. Dang. I need to upgrade this. Because that's where all my income comes from.
Mission complete.
Federate with the Netherlands. Okay. He has moved 2 armies there. And he has 3 armies in Beijing. You have 3 armies here. 7.2. Swappy, swappy.
By the numbers.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Okay, successful assaults. Angola gets nukes. That's not great. Jane Addams on Agamemnon gets a bunch of layered defenses. I'm not going to upgrade those right now. The mines are one thing, the defenses are another. We have full control over Austria. Okay, that's our EU armies arriving in South Korea. Which are looking pretty good. 89, 80, 100, 100. If I have these armies split, it's obviously a lot easier for me. Yeah, we might as well move up. That was fast. To upgrade that farm here as well, but I can't do that. Ukraine and Austria are now rivals. Finland and Austria are now rivals. Thailand, Russia, and Indonesia all need to be defended. You guys need economy. You need probably not really welfare, but you definitely need environment. Knowledge is not a bad idea. Your government is pretty rough. You're in a flawed democracy, so we're actually going to keep some points in there. Let's drop funding down a lot. Let's drop boost down a ton. Military is pretty bad. Exo fighters, I don't really think you need it all.
Standing by for orders.
Defend you.
Securing our interests.
I'm going to
Ready to go.
defend. Indonesia is top priority.
Securing our control.
Russia and
At your
Thailand.
service.
Yeah, let's do... Russia's only executive control, so we can actually wait on that one.
Securing our control.
Reporting in.
You're down to the last easy to reach
Heading to the
structure.
LZ.
Do I bring all these guys into Beijing right now? Except for the ones that are wounded. I guess why not? There's quite a lot of them, so... Start worrying about stability in Western... Then I start looking up that I am underwater on noble metals. 2K fleet is bearing down on most important bases in low Earth orbit. Yeah, you kind of... I at least find I kind of get like locked into certain things sometimes and ignore the other problems. And then they catch up. Like, I'm always running out of volatiles and water, no matter what I seem to do here. But like, I'm producing half an antimatter a month. It's funny how it works. Okay, let's lock those guys in then. And we also don't know that those alien armies are coming to bomb my bases. They might just be coming to hang out. It's possible. Is it super likely? No.
Offering counsel.
But it is possible.
Securing our interests.
Securing our interests.
Okay.
Making things safe for our people.
Things are getting safe for our people. These armies are just getting pummeled here. Hoo lolly. Good golly, Miss Molly. How are we looking on these texts right now? Academy, Protectorate, Initiative. I'm fine with that. Okay, all the Europeans just showed up in Beijing. That's a 6 versus 2. You're not going to survive. You're not going to survive. I don't know how they get so... Like, they drop so fast sometimes. These guys just arrived in Beijing and they're already at, like, lost 25% of their army. Oh, that's nice. These guys actually completed that. So let's get them into that war zone then. You guys are at 54. You got to run 66, 70, 73, 90, 80, 80, 80. Okay. +2 to stabilize. We'll prioritize that one.
By the numbers.
Okay. You gotta go. You gotta go. 60, 64, 82, 70, 70, 60, 80. Okay. Nice. All nuclear weapons are 50% slowed down. Proton fusion provides a powerful propulsion system. So proton fusion is the last tech. So I have to assume that 100,000 points, this is an extremely good engine. I'm going to just pick up this +2 to stabilization first, though, because, I don't know, it's fast. You got to go at 53. $59, you gotta go. $83, $93. Right? 6 versus 2, and I am just not even. And I am just not even. You take so much from army losses. Oh, well, that's nice. These guys occupied that zone. I am curious, if I leave those other guys there, will they heal? Because I don't think that they will. I think we already determined that. I'm completely running out of here right now. So they do still fight when they're around. You guys gotta go. You guys gotta go. I'm just gonna do this for a second. Grab all my European fleets that are fighting together. Just keep them together. At least that way I know. Like, technically, these guys... I don't know who's the better... Home territory, local support from cohesion. They got a 0.1 for defending urban area here. War meter suggests otherwise, right? VM, good morning, dude. Have I ever played chess? Yeah, I've played chess in my life. I'm not very good at it, but I do enjoy it. I got some fun playing chess. Like, am I better off bringing these guys in, or am I better off just, like, letting them stay put? %, that army got out with. You guys arrived in Hoha. That's up north. Okay. So we are attacking them again up there. Central Asian Union confederate with Russia. Yeah, but I don't want that. Russia now is undefended. Okay. You guys are also building like super colliders out the wazoo, aren't you? I don't have the volatiles for that right now. What is the upkeep on these? Have you been wondering where all my volatiles are going? Perhaps it's because you built 1,000,000 super colliders, Agent. That might have a little something to do with where all your volatiles have
Ready for
gone.
orders.
Ready to go.
Ya meat cake. Unification with Poland. Federation with Turkey. $2 billion. 84 million people. That would be a good one. I wouldn't say no to that. You know, I wouldn't say no to that at all. Can I start getting a foothold in here? Not easily. You give bonuses to purge, public campaigns, and something else. 23%. 76%. Let's go for that.
On their people.
Acknowledged.
Your orders.
You're going to unify with
Time to
Poland.
make our move.
Ready for orders.
You're done right now. At 86, I think that's too risky. I could destabilize China and go for the coup. I don't like that idea. I think we're better off doing the because if I'm pretty sure if we do military, we'll switch the government to a democracy. You know what? Actually, you need to go to ground anyway.
Initiating deep cover.
Ready for my mission.
Where do you need me?
You also need to go to ground.
Ready.
Ready for orders.
Ready.
You also need to go to ground, but we can
Where
wait
do
on
you
that.
need me?
Standing by for orders.
Standing by for orders.
Reporting in.
Standing by for orders.
All right, let's just keep focusing on the armies again. You guys are traveling. You are waiting on that base to get built. You are just vibing Mercury fleets. Sorry, can I just put you up a little bit? Okay. Okay.
Initiating deep cover.
Offering assistance.
Protecting our interests.
Going off the grid.
%. I'm trying to figure out if they're healing. I don't think they are. Yeah, okay, this guy's at 54. He's got to go home. You're at 60. I'll give you one more tick. Still needs to be upgraded a lot. But it's only 122 to get that upgrade going, so I guess we'll do that. We gotta at least still get to deep space. That is Thomas Aquinas. And the Jane Addams base. Got its construction depot online. Okay. This is good. We are getting some deep space bases that the aliens have not paid attention to. So having those refuel points make a big difference. Hot and hot armies. You just jumped from 60 to 40. That army literally took 20% damage. I just don't feel like these are working properly. I don't understand how I can throw so much at the enemy and be barely making a dent on them, you know? They take a shot and they do 20% to one of my armies, not to mention the damage that they're doing to the other armies. It don't seem correct. That's all Pan-Asian Combine there. Mauritania gets switched to the servants. You're another 59 army. I think that automation would go a long way in some of these wars as well. Time for you to head off. Totally not because you're scared of what VM will do to me. Jared, take it easy, my dude. Sleep well. Rest easy. All right, those guys start showing up in hot and hot. Two of the EU armies. Though she all still a bit messy. I lose an army.
Where it hurts.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep rotating. What else can I do, really, right?
Mission complete.
Federate with Turkey? No. Unify with Poland? Yes. So EU continues to expand quite well, quite effectively. We have the Netherlands and we have Austria on the docket. I really should probably grab like Norway and Portugal, but I think we'll go for Turkey next, knowing that it is one of the possibilities. And at that 2 billion GDP with 84 million, it's a pretty good one to get. Our counselors live an extra 10 years. We might as well go for the big fusion reactors at this point. Like, part of me is wondering, should I just be pulling in other armies to attack, you know? Well, Indonesia's only got 4 guys, so it's not going to be them. Information age as well, they'd get buckled. Oh yeah, so would you. So would you. Sustainability's been going well, though. At least. I do feel like we're getting a hold on that. What? Why is that the path you take to get there? That makes 0 sense. Why are you going through Beijing? You're not going through Beijing. You will go through that territory first. So bizarre. So these guys aren't healing here. I think I've had them there long enough that I can tell there's no healing happening in occupied territories. It has to be home territories. Okay. It's like one European army is holding up surprisingly well. Dope. Okay, so this is a tier 3 complex, just came online, giving us 400 and 300. This is very good income. You'll love to see that. September. Dude, I don't know if any of these are being built. At 180 days? What is it? 30, 60, 90. That's 6 months. Okay, none of those are getting built before that invasion fleet shows up anyway, so I guess we just gonna have patience. All right, you guys gotta go through there. So I have one army left fighting these guys right now. Ah, they moved 4 armies up there. There's only one in Beijing right now. That's why they're starting to do so much damage. People in Austria are badly divided. Nah, I mean, yeah, but nah. What boosts that? Unity? Yeah. Unity, knowledge, and oppression. We give them some unity. We get some good points on unity. So I'm going to set you to advise Japan.
Support.
Ready for my mission.
Because I have the EU
Where to?
back here as well, I'm going to put her...
I will help them.
No, wait. Other
What's
way
the
around.
I will help them.
At your service. I will help them.
At your service.
Turk Turkelson. Why don't you start
We
giving us
must
points
persuade
in
the people.
Turkey?
Your orders? Targeting the opposition.
We'll get ourselves a
Standing
foothold there.
by.
Let's have you go for the final alien asset
We're
at
going in.
86.
Standing by.
We're just going to make sure that you're being protected.
On guard.
And I can feel okay about that then. Everybody else is repairing on this end. Army terrain navigation is oddly confounding. Yeah, it's a bit bizarre. Wet bulb disaster. A sustained heat wave coupled with extremely high humidity in Nanchang is causing significant deaths. It's so hot and humid that humans are prevented from cooling themselves by sweating. Those fortunate enough to have air conditioning are safe. Victims of climate change. Send teams in to assist. Nanchang suffers some population loss mitigated somewhat by wealth, but we get a public opinion boost
Offering
in the
assistance.
combine. I mean, that's good. I'd like to see these guys get beaten out, but ain't gonna be happening no time soon.
Lending my expertise.
I'll keep them safe.
Keep those going. You know, there's like part of me that wants to just keep fighting these guys in the hills. And then there's another part of me that wants to split them between here and Beijing. I do feel like Japan is doing better. than the EU is, at least.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Though it's certainly a mixed bag. 20% on a single public mission? Okay, okay. Yeah, honestly, just ensuring that the losses are cycled out early really seems to make a difference. Offensive maneuvers by the 3rd Infantry have seized several intact Pan-Asian military supply depots. As luck would have it, the fuel, munitions, batteries, and other supplies are largely compatible with equipment used by the PDL's armed forces. While the Pacific Defender troops are already helping themselves to some of the free gear on offer, local commanders have requested orders on what to do with the rest of it. Replenish to 20% strength. Invest in 20 military for the PDL. Or gain some ops. Let's take those military priorities. I'm at 7.1. Do you think 7.08? 7.108. Well, every bit counts. That is for certain. A few more guys cycle back in here. Nordic Federation continues to declare war on people. That is the last alien structure that we are aware of on the map. I honestly, I really think there is a thing about, like, having multiple armies in a spot might actually be bad. Beijing gets space defense. Stocky mushrooms, you gotta come out of there. I'm honestly also just starting to think about, like, pulling guys out when they drop below, say, 70 now.
We are in control here.
There's another point in Turkey. Where's that mine not turned on? How much power am I off? Or I guess when are these done? 15th of December. That's a long time away. Fission piles. I really wish you could shut down weapon systems. All right, never mind. I just gotta wait for that stun. That mine won't operate until they've got the heavy fizzles up. So, the full control of Austria. Let's do this. Get rid of those. And we'll keep that working. Used to be able to turn off weapon systems. Players gamed the fun out of them by having them off, except when the aliens were attacking. Okay, I could see that. Maybe, like, they should take time to spool up or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is there. You know, there are those events like passing debris and stuff that it's helpful to have weapon systems online for, but there's always going to be a bit of complicated back and forth with any of that, I think. All right, you guys are at 77. So let's say we'll start pulling guys out at 75. Okay, I am also seeing that they are putting guys into Beijing, so I do need to attack both points at the same time. Who here has no HP? 4% on the shiitake mushrooms. I pulled them out at a pretty high number, I thought. Not high enough, I guess. I believe I have a chance to steal the Hydron trap from the Protectorate.
Standing by.
Well, you probably have a very good chance to steal that then.
No secret is safe from me.
Where to?
Where do you need me?
You've been spotted again by the servants, so I'm going to send you to Scotland.
Hunkering down.
Where do you need me?
Mongolia and the Pan-Asian Combine need to be defended.
Securing our control.
What's the op?
And Austria needs to be federated? No, it already is. No, we just have to wait. All right, so we have a couple, two places there set for Federation unification. That's pretty good.
Standing by.
You guys got a couple more points to AUG. No, you're going security. Okay. Bit by bit. Where are you? Why are you idling in Shenyang? At 23%, not healing. This guy is also idling in Shenyang at like 40%. Got two armies sitting there not doing anything, not healing. Locking those assignments. We are into October.
Offering support.
This war
Making
is
things safe for our people.
slow.
Security
Shiitake
got
mushrooms, 0%. Are they gonna get blown up? I really hope not. You're at a 58. You need to go home. Should have pulled you out ages ago. Oh my god, they got out. At 0%, they got out. I feel like I don't need a notification that they have arrived. I like knowing that they've arrived at their destination. I don't need to know that they've arrived at every single point in between their destination and here. To me, that's a little bit backwards. That guy's already healed back up to 47%. My god. You're at 100. Move you there. Okay, everybody else is doing fine.
Data acquired.
Hydron trap. So if you're at 72, I'm going to pull you out. Because you're going to fight the entire time you're escaping. Okay, we got a couple armies fighting in Beijing now as well. I think I'm going to pull the 75% rule. You guys are fully healed. That's my army here. I'm going to move you down. Just in case they need some more backup. You're at 67. You should be running. Not that way. Not that way. What is this? What is this escape plan? I don't understand this. Why can't you just go to Shenyang and then through Shenyang? Aha! If you shift click, you can chain orders together. That's why I had a bunch of guys who had stopped in Shenyang not doing anything. Because I was trying to get them to pull out. And my pull-out game is weak. Okie dokie. Keep you fighting
Public
up.
opinion is moving in our direction.
That's probably good for you. First army here. We'll move you back in. At least the Japanese forces are like healing quickly. 36%. Why are you still fighting? That was a mistake. Yeah, look, and if I go through there, it's significantly quicker. It takes them less time. And I think they escape faster, too. Some real ass-backward systems. You're gonna go that way, that way. These guys gotta leave. Oh, man. Okay. I do feel like we're getting a sense of this. $10 days to get back, though, to heal. Part of me kind of wish we just like brought Mongolia in so I could go up and heal armies there as well. They're part of the Pan-Asian Combine, though. That won't work. I'm going to move you out as well. Would I be better off moving you through like here? 14 days versus 8 days. 18 days. No. So you're still better off going through Seoul. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Just trying to like watch the ticks. $61, you gotta get out. 69, you. Oh, what's going on here? 69, you gotta get out. This is a pretty awful war system. Okay. They... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's meant to have 6 armies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where the hell is his other army? He's got an 100% in Beijing. He's got 2 in Beijing. 1 in Taiwan. Oh, he's got 2, 2, and 2. 6 though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count. Never mind. They are fleeing some armies there. The worst part about this is I have no way to attack them there. Easily. Not without taking hot first. Okay. This is, I think, my orbit. But I might not have anything to say about that. Okay, you're upgraded. I have no volatile, so I can't do anything with you. He's got 2 armies here at 33%. All right, well, look, I am... You know what? Maybe if I can fight them here, I can leave like 1 army and then push more guys through. It does feel like we are starting to win this rotation. You're low. You got to get it out. Not that way. 15 or 10. Okay, let's take 10. You're at 72, so we'll push you through. You're at 75, so I'm going to push you out as well. I think that's everybody out of Beijing right now. So we'll need to rotate more troops in through there as soon as they're healed. I got 2 fresh European divisions on boats that can move in. Take them a month to get here, but I'd rather have the reinforcements. Boop, boop, boop. So we'll have them join the gang. So many troops. It's basically the entire screen right now. 65. You gotta leave. It does seem like pulling out your troops earlier is how you kind of win this. The amount of debuffs you take from damaged armies is just insanely high. Army losses. I think the regular rotation is really what's winning us. Indonesia gets a new navy. That's nice. Okay, okay. Great, great. Sorry, who are you guys and why are you in Indonesia right now? Oh, you're en route. Never mind. Yeah, we have like 1 guy up here fighting. Trying to do like a fighting retreat. We can acquire the WHO. 10% welfare. 15% life science research. That's pretty good. A lot of these other guys, not so much. 6% economy with 7 admin. That's actually pretty bonkers. 7 admin. That's nuts. %10 on welfare really helps you drop inequality, but I will also be honest. Our inequality is doing okay. It could probably do a little bit better in the PDL. And I have $76 left. Why don't we sell off 1,000 fizzles? We seem to be stacking fizzles really well right now. There's another 24k. And I have an insane amount of base metals. Why don't we sell off 10,000 base metals? And now we have 153k in the bank. Good. Missed the start of the stream. What's the plan to deal with the huge alien fleets? Our Earth army is pretty good. I think that they should not struggle.
Ready. On my way to the capital.
At least that's the hope.
To go. I will
The
help.
Mars fleet,
Where to?
it's a bit more of a mess.
At your service.
Let's take you and defend the Central Asian
Securing our
Union.
interests.
I'll take a look at them
Reporting
in 1 second for you.
Reporting in.
So we got a foothold in Turkey. Can we crack down more here? Yeah, let's go for this guy who boosts our purge.
Your orders?
Standing by for orders.
Public opinion's pretty good, but public opinion in the EU
We
has
make
dropped a
our
lot,
beat.
so why don't we start buffing that?
I'm here.
Me Right has successfully wiped out the last of the alien structures. So I'm just going to have her start working her way
Take me
through
to them.
all the other alien assets.
Ready for orders.
Ready for orders.
And
Acknowledged.
not you. You have another XP for
At your service.
science. So yeah, up in space, the EDF is at 2.7. I think it's a 2.6 fleet coming towards us. So we also have the space station. And Mars is at 800 with another 400 joining and a space station. They're up against, I think, 2.7k, which is not great because I don't think any of our ships are going to get built in time either. One of these chat battle cruisers might, which is like quite a lot of strength. 400k, 400 I mean. Most of the time Illuminati was taking care of the alien fleets. Yeah, we did recently just watch them get whooped though. And everybody else here is just on healing. Okay, a lot of Africa is flipping to servants. These guys are still in like a Milan.
Offering support.
Making things safe for our people.
We're not attacking Beijing at all right now. Where are you? You're in hot. 62, 70. Oh, 98. I see you there. Little fighting retreat. Okay, they actually bailed out of hot. So, do you want to chase those armies? Or do you just want to stay in hot fighting? These fusion reactors just came online, meaning that colony mining complex is now online as well. You want to chase. I can't give them time to heal.
We've moved the
That
needle.
much is for certain.
Their control is vulnerable now.
Yeah, they're already jumping up to green already. Nice. Okay, we captured a servant. Servant counselor. We got a sortie. What? You don't. No, you don't. That's not true. High lunar orbit, Champlain Station. Okay, that's got to go. This is around Mars, is what I'm looking for. Point defense, fusion pile. As long as there's not a dock. You're outside of Mars. Mars troops. Intercept in 2.1 hours. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but sure. The initiative spent enough time being a thorn in my side that I'm just blowing them up wherever I can now. Interesting. The initiative has actually formed quite a few bases on Mars. I think I just never really got rid of these before. Which is probably where all those ships are coming from. They're just like taking off from the planet. Any tips on shipbuilding? I seem to never get high Delta V. Increasing Delta V is best through like just adding in more propulsion tanks, but also as you get better drives in the late game, they'll give you better Delta V. Generally, like early or mid game or whatever, I just add propellant tanks until you get to 30 Delta V, because that's how much you need to get to Mars. Can't chase anyone. Yeah, you basically can't chase anybody until the end game. Certainly not aliens. Can't be chasing them aliens all around the map.
Mission complete.
Who was setting policy in the PDL? That's not what I wanted you to do. You're meant to be advising the PDL. That was a misclick. Whoopsie. Upgrade this mining station. To get that mining station online, you also need your heavy fusion reactors. Delta V is a research problem, not a shipbuilding problem. Yeah. Some nerd factions sniping all your Earth satellites. They'll do that. They'll do that. Axo fighters are kind of helpful for that, especially if they're using tiny little fast ships. But yeah, it's mostly, I would mostly say it's a research problem catching up to them. Earth and the moon can be protected using chemical rocketry. Yes, that's true. That which is like the first drive ships. First drive components. Nice. Critical success. But these EU boats are finally showing up. Nice. PDL gets another army. All right, you guys are going to go into Beijing. I'm going to send one unit here, and then I'm going to send you there, you there, you there. You there. Let the rotations begin. Course of Mekong. I don't know, man. Capture something else, I guess.
We are taking power.
You're gonna grab another point in
Your
Turkey.
orders. Heading to the LZ.
I'm here. Taking it to them.
You're just
Your
gonna keep
orders?
burning stuff down. You're on advise. The PDL.
Offering counsel.
And you're on public relations in the EU, which is fine by me. Typically early game, if a drive is high delta V, it's typically really slow. Yeah. Yeah, it's you're saying like, are you going for like long range or short range? One thing you can do if you're just trying to say like, I need a ship that can deal with like close planet, protecting like low Earth orbit. Select whatever, you know, whatever small ship you have, and then go for something like not interdictor, like defender. So a defender will limit propellant in favor of maneuverability. So these guys are better at doing things like you might not be able to leave Earth's orbit, but they might be able to get between like Earth and the moon really quickly. And so it will probably give you something with less delta V, but higher acceleration, which can be, you know, make a big difference. You know what? I'm going to send you guys there. I might as well surround Beijing if this is the case. This is going the way she's going right now.
Offering counsel.
Offering support.
This one army in the back seems to be doing okay. Lots of layered defense with Thomas Aquinas. Upgrade a couple of those. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to just check to see these other firms really need to be upgraded. All right, there's all my volatiles. Okay, my threat right now is like those fleets coming in 1 month's time. You guys are good. Let's send you through all the way. You guys are good. Let's send you through all the way. You guys are good. Let's send you to Beijing. You're at 72%. I don't want to send you through Beijing. We got a lot of forces fighting now. Send one more up there for good measure. I'm going to send one guy down here, I think. You can go into Beijing. You're already at 63% out of Beijing. Okay, that's a disaster. Can't believe how fast that flipped on us. Shiitake mushrooms. Come back in. You guys come back in.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
'76, we'll pull you out. '65. Oh, you guys were down here. Oh, you got body rocked. Yuck. Thought occupying that would be a lot easier, but not with one army, I guess. Okay. Close. These guys gotta go. Yeah, this just isn't a particularly, like, engaging system. Having to say, like, oh, rotate your troops in and out and in and out and in and out. Because the computer seemingly does insane damage in comparison. Okay, you're at 76. We'll pull you out. You just got to that back line. Actually, you're going to stay there. Because you're up against 100%. How did that army heal to 100%? It didn't. It pulled a troop out of Beijing to fight. Arse. That's that guy, right? Yeah. Arse. I'm gonna actually pull you down then. Chase the weakened troops. Tried having many mines, but you get a penalty if you have too many mines. Dakshan, hello, hello. Your third campaign run, lost your loot due to knowledge check. I'm so blind about this game. How can you get that high science and space control points? I mean, we're very late game. And so a lot of my science came from the fact that I basically took Japan really early on. Japan was like the first place I took. And I said, I'm going to build this as a science-based place. Like, it's producing 2K in the PDL for me right now, just out of Japan. I have pretty much had a person here on advise the entire game. And then I've expanded into other territories as time has gone on. I have a bit of China. I mean, I have executive control of China, which is nice. And I do have all of EU now as well, so. Strong space economy, throwing materials at LEO, interspace space stations and labs. Yeah, that's a big part, is that, like, I also have on Earth. I mean, you can see I have a lot of insane stations here, but if we go to something like the HAB screen and we see Earth, I have a station set up for each of the sciences. So I'm getting like 75 material, 150 Xeno, 75 science, space science, 75 life science, 75 info science, 75 military science, which is like the cap for these guys. So if you build tier 3, I mean, well, it's not the cap. You get diminutive returns after 50%. But the idea is I have 3 of them in there to get the cap of like the mil tech value and stuff like that. That's the second point in there. So I set up a bunch of low Earth stations that are specifically designed to maximize my science output at great cost. And they also produce like, 50 science, 57 science each. I don't think we're making a lot of science from space. Yeah, I mean, definitely 221 from nations, so that's where the vast bulk of it's coming from. Ensuring that you have some, like, high knowledge places can really, really make a big difference. Also ensuring that you have some certain things like the research labs. We do have some research labs on the moon, for example, and there is events that they get to give you like permanent boosts. So admin buildings on stations, stats from agents. Yep. Space mines into space stations, into space mines into space stations. Yep. How fares the war for China? We're making progress. It's just very slow and tedious. It's a lot of just rotating vast amount of troops. Honestly, it seems like defense gets kind of too large a bonus, but we're getting it bit by bit, so. What are we doing tonight, brain? Do the same thing we do every night, Pinky. All down to eco. If your space economy is strong and making mana numbers go up, you're in a position to spend, make problems go away. Yeah, like I'm running a 6K deficit. I've been running a 6K cash deficit almost the entire game. It's never a problem because I make so much from my mines. Anytime my money goes down, I just sell stuff. I've really focused on getting the early fizzle locations and getting a very strong foothold on Mars. Like I rushed Mars. I put one station on the moon and then I rushed Mars with all the rest of my boost and took all the best spots on Mars so that we were guaranteed really good, strong income really early on. And most of the rest of the computer had to go to the asteroids because of that. So we got to kind of like leapfrog them in certain things because, you know, having a lot of these materials means that you can build higher level stuff on all of your bases before the computer can, because otherwise they get choke pointed out by all this. All right, where are we going here? Beijing. Okay, 79%. I'll let him go another tick. Future tech, social science. We may unlock social science and xenology projects each faction previously failed to trigger have a chance to unlock. A nation controlled by the highest contributor to this tech will gain a new territorial claim if possible. The Pacific Defense League gains a claim on Changchun. Changchun. Great. I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. I can actually just grab an army, move it there, and start seeding that location. Actually, I guess I don't even need to. I could just seed it. It's not a very good spot, but, you know, every spot matters right now. Okay, you hit 75. So we're going to flee you back. 199, 100. Most of my troops are just moving around right now. Oh. They're not repeatable? That can't be right. Otherwise that sucks. I guess I'll take 6 months longer around counselors. All human nations, all counselors, all factions. Yeah, I think that one we did was the only one that actually had like the nation who does this one. Need to metagame hard. Common criticism of TI is heavily dependent on meta knowledge as opposed to common sense and informed decisions. Yeah, there's a handful of stuff that happens that's like the Protectorate space lasers almost lost us the campaign. I mean, it lost us. This entire war with China would have never happened if I had known the Protectorate gets these like infinite space lasers that they can spam every single turn to just like take whatever country they want, you know? Like I never, ever should have lost China. And it's absurd that we have. I think it's a very fair criticism. Oh, you guys just jumped down to 55%, like instantly. Got a 99 there. You're chasing armies there. A 99 and a 64. That 64 is leaving. You're a 75 chasing a weakened army. You're an 100 chasing a weakened army. You stay right there. You're going to fight that army that you're up against. That guy's going to fight that guy. This is our homie down here. Let's just keep moving you further down. Just to make sure you don't scare me accidentally. Where are you? Taiwan. Oh, no. Yeah, you're 75, but I'm going to leave you. I'm going to try to leave you until I get distracted. Okay, that's a lot of our troops showing up. %. Get you out of there. Go that way with Shiitake. You guys are 73. You're staying put. 57 Panzer Division. You're going to go down. Belgian motorized can probably come on in. He's at 98%. He'll heal most of the way on the way back.
Target secure.
Okay. You're going to go there. Healing, 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 healing. 78%, 73%. 98. This guy's with the homies over here. Okay, we're going to hold that line. That guy's healed up a little bit. Corpse of the Mekong. Are the guys down here? They are. I'd rather them on the front lines, quite frankly. So to the front lines they shall go. %. 59 versus 53. You are doing more damage, though. This guy, though, he's gotta get the hell out of there. He's gonna screw up everybody if he's at that low percentage. The big colony mine up in Agamemnon is up and running, so that's another 400 on each. We're back up to 1,000 volatiles in water, so... Research all the future tech before getting the next tier. Yeah, I think that's... I mean, I hope that's what the situation is, so... Brute forcing can dig you out of bad position. All hail space economy unless you're on brutal difficulty. Yeah, I mean, definitely I would not play on brutal difficulty if it's your first round, so... The aliens will kill you if you have too much mission control. Yes. Here's the thing. As this goes up, we're at max red right now, but as it goes up, you know, to like yellow and then 1 point of red, if you have too much stuff, the aliens will just blow up a station and then they'll lose like 2 pips. And then they'll go target someone else. I've lost a lot of stations to the aliens just showing up and being like, no. No, you can't have that any longer. You've got too much in space. And I've said, okay, I guess so. I guess that's the case then. Have a nice day.
Our people have taken control.
Oh, amazing. Good. We just got a big new ship in Mars. It's going to really help us. How we doing here? 59 in Jingzhou. This homie is trying to flee with one of his dudes. So I'm going to chase. I'm going to leave another guy there. The corpse of determined victory. 51%. Oh, I just winced, but that was actually, we blew up a Chinese army. Arrived. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Okay, that's really big. Here they come. They're going for Denali base. Okay. You guys go right ahead. You blow up that humanity first base with your 2.9K. .1 is all we have in orbit here. $30 days on another Laz ship. So many volatiles. That's fine, man. If they want to blow up a humanity first base, that's one of my objectives anyway, so... I mean, technically, we're meant to be allied to the aliens. Am I going to play Total War with 40K? Absolutely. Yeah, without a doubt, right? Drives are mainly the most important. You won't be doing proactive things in space without drives, only reactive things. Yeah, like, until you get to the end of the tech tree, like, you're not going past Mars. Which is kind of absurd. So, like, until you get to the end of the tech tree, basically, like, the aliens are going to do whatever the hell the aliens want to do. And your goal is mostly just not enter total war with them. Hate meter and MC limit. Yeah. Coming to this game knowing you're going to lose ships, battles, and that it is absolutely okay. Yeah. The way I kind of saw this that helped me is every time a ship blew up, I said, well, it was made out of cruddy old parts anyway. Like, the amount of tech I've researched since that ship was made is like light years ahead now. So every time you get to rebuild the ship, you end up getting some pretty good advantages for it. It's not really a bad thing to lose ships. To some degree. You know, there's limits. Tech tree to go beyond Mars. Pretty close, yeah. Because here's the thing, is like the aliens control most of the stuff past Mars. So I'm at the end of the tech tree. I'm on future tech. I still don't have a base around Jupiter, right? I've tried to build a base around Jupiter, but the aliens just blow it up every time. Until I can send an entire fleet out there to defend my assets at Jupiter, I can't get a base out there. Now, that being said, the aliens are also not able to get past Mars. Like, the aliens cannot enter Earth's orbit anymore. They can't enter Mercury's orbit anymore. They did just enter Mars orbit, but I'm in the process of repelling that. I'm just letting them hang out for a little bit in the meantime. We're being polite. What's this guy doing? Jingzhou. Okay, you're fine. Okay, there's another couple of heavy fizzled reactors, which means another one of my mines just came online. These Beijing armies are almost destroyed. Yeah, you're ready to level up, are you? Okay. Let's get some level ups out then. You get command points. You get investigation points. You get science points. You don't have a level. You get command points. And that's it.
Where do you need me?
Yeah, I'll let you keep working on the EU. Policies, federate with Austria.
Standing by.
Acknowledged.
You feel like you could probably take executive control of Turkey?
Cracking down.
Answer,
Ready.
yes. Let's do a
Where
crack
to?
purge. Because, honestly, why the hell not? No, not mass media. I want... Turkey. Executive.
We're taking power.
What's the op?
Ready to go.
No. Turkey executive. I'm
Terminating
gonna
the opposition.
spend all the points there because
Ready
he's not
for
very
my
good at
mission.
it, even if it is crackdown. And you're going to set national policy in the
Heading to the
EU
capital.
to bring Austria into our federation. Okay, so the Earth fleet is about to show up as well. You guys are in Earth's orbit, so you should be okay. You're 2.7. I'm very nervous about this fight. Jingxiao. How's this going? It's basically a stalemate. Okay. All right. Lots of guys healing right now. But the rotation seems to be doing a little bit better now that we've done some damage to their armies. Xi'an, where's that? Here? All right, so you're chasing them. You're sitting there waiting for armies to flee. You're fighting them. You are taking hot.
I will help.
Folks.
Lending my expertise.
One army in Beijing. Okay. Yeah, I see this guy is now fleeing. Ah, I see what happened. So a guy like fled up into here, but because I left an army around, he's okay. And now he's fleeing actually back down to here into my academy army, which is perfect. That's what you want to see. That's the trap in full swing. 1143 has arrived in Tiangong orbit with 2.6k. It's gonna take me 2 weeks to get there. My brother in Christ, we're in the same orbit. I mean, kind of. So what's that fleet doing? No operations. They're just chilling? What happened to the fleet out here? You guys are still bombing that humanity first orbit. Oh, no, you've switched and now actually you're bombing an initiative orbit. Ooh, is this a free mining colony on Mars? I think it is. Yoink. Now, is this a free mining colony that there's no chance in hell I'm going to be able to defend? How much boosts did I just spend? Okay, fine. Let's put them here. so expensive. $12 boost, 200 boost. All right, well, I'll take 12 boost. Someone's probably going to blow that up before I have a chance, but, you know, we do have the Mars Defense Force there. If it's anybody but the aliens, we should be able to defend it. Extreme Earth orbit is past the moon. What? Oh, you're not kidding. I actually had no idea. I assumed it was still between Earth and the moon. Wow. Maybe I should build a spaceship fleet a little bit closer then. As Emperor of Mankind, where are you in creating Thunder Warriors? I mean, we're working on them. We have a Fusion Age Warriors. I feel like that's a step in the right direction. Okay, this guy is really starting to get donged up now. I think it's time we get him the hell out of here. I know he's fighting a solo fight, but he's going to take some damage just trying to retreat, so. Space is pretty big. Giant fleet to capture alien bases. Just send them as far out as possible and they refuel from alien bases. Well, we're setting up some. We have a couple of exploration ships right now. That is this almost done? This site. Oh wait, you got a supply depot here. What's going on? Oh, I have no volatiles. We have 2 exploration ships in like super deep orbit. Haumea 2. Oh, you're almost there. 16 days. Amazing. And this guy's going to Pluto, exploration 3. So I'm setting up bases on both of these planets for deep space exploration. And this guy I'll probably send over here so I can kind of get a bit of a triangle on the galaxy. Work our way bit by bit. EDF aborts plans. Do not have acceleration to catch Victor 1143. Targeting Raphael station in low Earth orbit. No. That's a super collider station. That's a super collider station. Probably should have moved that fleet into low Earth orbit before these guys arrived. You live, you learn. You laugh, you learn. You cry, you learn. I want every missile to fire on that man. I want copperheads. I want vipers. I want lance heads. Am I even allowed to send this many? 30 exo fighters. It's not going to do a lot, but it might thin out this fleet. What's the auto resolve going to give me? Do we think we're going to do better or worse doing that manually? I've damaged a lot of noses, which means typically I've damaged a lot of nose guns. All of those took quite a bit of damage, which means like their armor is going to get broken. Part of me is just like, well, if I just set every single ship to fire on that Titan. What happens? You know what I mean? I might as well set them at max velocity. They're exo fighters. You know, they're going to get busted up anyway. What would be like the best formation for me, though, is the question. Short wall, maybe? I think high wall might work best. Great wall might work even better. Let's do great wall. Fleets are too slow. I think you should take those Titans out. Yeah. I mean, the hope is basically I'm just missile spammed right now, so we're going to say set primary targets. Launch missile salvos. Everything. Launch missile salvos. They might not be close enough. Please. And again. And then we'll turn on AI control. These are the fast missiles. I had so many exo fighters they couldn't even come out all at once. I also did no damage. I think I should have taken that auto-resolve. I think we might just load that save and take that auto-resolve. Oh, the plasma launchers are doing damage. Plasma launchers are doing pretty good damage, actually. Saw the aliens at 20 cruise speed, you had 1 because of Titans. Oh yeah, but that fleet needs everybody. Here goes one battle station, but also there goes one of their battleships. So maybe I am still better off taking this trade. They are working on the Titan. Well, they're working on a few ships, unfortunately, but exo fighters are drawing some fire. But there they all go. Now those battle stations are going to get hammered. Okay, we took the nose off the Lancer. We took the nose off the Titan. We damaged their 2 best ships and we blew up a battleship. I think that might still be the best option. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we knocked like 0.7 off of their fleet. That's by far the best option. 14 days. Sucks, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. We'll probably lose a couple of fleets, a couple of stations en route. Can't do a lot about it. Disco in space. Humanity First is bombing Mars. All right. No is the answer to that. Like, what? How does he think that's going to work? I have a fleet in orbit. Obviously not going to go well for you. You guys can go back to the station. Fuel back up. Wait for the next dummy to come out. Can I time the Exo Fighters to come in later? I could have started them behind the station, which maybe would have been the better choice. I was kind of hoping that if they came out and I put them on auto at like max speed, they'd kind of like split and maybe do some cool fighter maneuvers. You know, they didn't. But a man could dream, could pretend that maybe they did. The auto-resolve does really seem to like just Age of Sailing your ships. Just smashing them in. Now that's interesting. Are you coming to blow up my station with that battle cruiser? And where are you coming from? Is that the moon? It is. All right, I'm going to deal with your moon bases very shortly. In the next tick, I'm going to send Slava Ukraine to the moon. Destruction modules. Alien forces have destroyed Raphael Station. Have you guys left? Yeah. Just taking your sweet time is what you're doing. Guess you're waiting on lots of stuff. Okay. Right. The war in China continues. I am quite curious what that alien fleet is going to do. Answer appears to be repair all their ships. Repair some of their ships. Man, this war in China has been brutal. I'm going to move you there because you're not actually fighting anybody here anymore. 89 and 90. I'm going to move you down here to help with that. I don't think I need more than one army up in hot.
We've moved the needle.
You guys are at 21 and 83. Okay, so they only have like one army that has strength, which is good. Indonesia gets a new army.
We've neutralized their king.
We get another crackdown in Turkey. That's good. You're free from academy control. Oh, that dude moved. Okay, well then cancel. Keep fighting him. I think you're actually going to go down and fight him. We'll do a little roll around here. Could have done more damage if the exo fighters had come in later. Would have drawn more fire. It's hard to say. You better not be thinking about doing anything funny there, India 76, whatever your guy name is. What do the Martian cabs have? 30? 10. Martian cabs don't really have any. Okay, they're not sticking around. You guys are Jian, okay. Birmingham, core economic region, good, nice. And we have a couple more Japanese armies ready to come back in. You love to see it. Nordic Federation continues to declare war. We federate with Austria. Okay, these guys have 2 armies down here now. %16% and 80%. Astrophysicists on board the EXP-3 claim to have detected a gravitational wave. This is the one going out to, I think, Pluto. The direct detection of gravitational waves required a large dedicated laser interferometry apparatus on Earth. While proposals existed for a space-based device, the point-to-point laser communication devices used by the ship appears to have recently created the conditions needed to detect gravitational waves in a vacuum. This has made our scientists and mission planners very excited. Where the number of mobile space stations is at least 3. A laser engine. Why can't I do this? Allowed for the Academy. Oh, I don't have enough boost in stock. This would have given us a public opinion boost around the world. Well, isn't that a neat occurrence? All right, armies. Nobody's getting too killed here, are they? You're pretty beat up, but you're fighting pretty beat up armies, so. Okay, somebody has come there, so. 6th Army Corps. 2nd Infantry Corps. I think I'll send out both of those. The game is modeled after Age of Sail tactics. Can you get under the guns of bigger ships with smaller ships? I mean, you could use smaller ships to do like flanking tactics. So instead of going after the nose armor, you're going after the side armor, which is typically a lot weaker. There is certainly an argument to be made for like small, fast ships as well. More mechanical complexities than space combat, just as big numbers and more distances attached. Bigger ships fare better than smaller ships as a rule of thumb, square cube law. Yeah, it also depends on, I think, like whether or not you're just auto-resolving like I am. I'm not doing a lot of actual tactics in these space fights just because it's a lot.
Our enemies are still in control.
Success chance 1. Excuse me, didn't we do a successful crackdown there? That is not the point I cracked down. I cracked that executive point. Strong disagree. Wartime atrocity. The government of the EU has been implicated in war crimes against China. The damage is already done, but we can try to limit the fallout. If network propaganda tech has been researched, we can just deflect responsibility away. Which will not give us an atrocity. Yoink. The EDF is in orbit. Oh, the aliens. That's kind of interesting. The aliens are actually just bombing people that the servants are fighting. Well, we're going to have to go in there and fight them then. It's going to be a big fight. That's going to be a real big fight. Obviously, I want to see this fight. Out of curiosity, what's the auto give me? Okay. Look, I want to see the fight. This is the biggest fleet we've ever had by like a dramatic amount. We're going to go cloud formation with shields dispersed. So this is like all of our point defense ships are all throughout. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to target that Titan because we've already got it donged up a little bit. I don't know what happened to their Lancer, but it seems like it's been destroyed in the process. I have a lot of monitors and frigates reinforcing. Okay. I will wait till shots start firing before I retract the radiators. Let's go balanced. Yeah, see, he's got these ships that are like already zooming off. Chatlaz, a shield ship. The laser knot is being hit. Honestly, of all the ships, that's probably one of the better ones. It's covered in alien armor. Oh my god, their ships are turning and just getting shredded because of it. I love that our ship covered in alien exotic armors is the ones that's just like getting it all. You know what? I am going to swap primary target to that guy. Because I'm not interested in him having a massive flank on me. But I guess that's it. Damn, dude, that ship is fast as hell. That fading star. Entropy class cruiser. Okay, I lost a particle weapon. This is utter chaos. I cannot believe this ship. It's so fast. The last dreadnought, as well as one of the Chatlaz cruisers, are out of engines. We're losing a shield monitor. That's okay. It's very much what they are designed for. Turn on AI control. Yeah, all the ships spin. Oh, he had a lot more ships. Poor guy's getting hit by so many particle weapons right now. Just like a massive radiation damage. So these Chatlas cruisers we have are super fast, I guess. Something just went boom. I think it was a shield ship. Dude, there's a lot of ships still left. No, don't turn around. Don't show them your engine. Not while your engine is, like, getting busted. This guy's doing a really brave job of trying to soloing their entire army right now. We were definitely better off in the auto-resolve, but... You really tell the difference. We gotta look at whatever engines these guys have, because this is what we want on all of our ships. All these other dudes can barely turn around. He's trying to flee. He's trying to flee. He's trying to flee. He's trying to flee. 2 flagships in this fleet right now. Can I bring these guys in? Oh my god, I can. Should have done that a long time ago. Did I ever make the Hammerhead Corvette for ramming actions? I have not, no. Dude can definitely tank some hits. There's no doubt about it. He's got these particle weapons too, so... Where are all my reinforcements? They just reinforced here? I think they did. Oh yeah, there are a couple of point defense ships. Oh, he doesn't even have a point defense weapon anymore, does he? He's trying to escape. But I don't know that he's going to be able to get out of there. I'd rather not lose all my ships in this fight, but if it's for the opportunity to show some big explosions, you know what, man? I might be just willing to take it. Here we go. We finally caught up on these guys. A lot of our armor is getting stripped off, but... all of his weapons are destroyed. So he's just getting, like, picked apart by scavengers, pretty much. Send in some more shield classes. Live! Live, damn you, live! I mean, we have 18 more ships left to join this fight. Should I just auto-resolve so this guy doesn't get wiped out? Otherwise, we're going to spend a long time chasing those guys down. I think we'll just take that auto from there. So, my laser knot. I did lose a Chatlas. I lost 1 shield ship. Ton of promotions. Few people killed in combat. Honestly, I think I'm willing to take it. Is it as good as the alternative? No, but it does feel more fair. Now, That's a problem. I have no Delta V. Like, I have 0 Delta V in one ship. Okay, well... Can I just switch that? I think I can. Who's the guy with no? Ibn Hubal. He's not even showing up here. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay, now we can transfer them to, say, the antimatter station. And we're back on the China armies. That army looks like it has full HP. 80%. It's a higher number than I like. It's a much higher number than I like. Some of these guys are fleeing. $68 and $68. I guess we have some more guys coming in, though. GG aliens, sacked the fleet for nothing, right? Taking out that fleet is huge. Jamaica wants an alliance with the EU. Are you Jamaica? Caribbean community. No thanks. No thanks. It's kind of interesting, though. It's kind of a weird choice, but I'll take it.
Where to?
Where to?
Defense in the EU and
Where do you
defense
need me?
in the
Ready for
PDL.
Reporting in.
And
Protecting
then,
our interest.
Standing by for orders.
homie, you're going into space. You're going so into space. You're actually going into lunar orbit.
We'll go for liftoff.
And then you're going to blow up stations, is what you're going to do. And they ain't ever going to see you coming. Ground combat reminds you of CK3. Not a fan of that. I would say it's a bit messier. I would say I'd rather the CK3 ground combat. Personally. I actually don't mind combat in Crusader Kings. It's just this like in and out, in and out, in and out. That's a bit wonky. But we're almost done. Most of the Chinese armies are like destroyed or unable to do anything. So we'll start taking Beijing. And then I'm pretty sure once we take the capital region, we just win the war and we should be able to flip the whole country. So we're going to have to do that. But we'll do it in the next episode. So bye-bye for now.